Everyone, this is Andrew from Eclipse Growing. Today we're actually doing a little review on another one of the Buzzy products. Now, I really enjoy these because they're very, very easy to pick up. They have a very, very cute look to them, so the aesthetics are definitely pleasing. So this particular time, in the past, we've done the sunflowers, we've also done strawberries, I've also shown you the forget-me-nots, so they do have a wide variety as far as these kits go. Now, I would love to see more, and I'll probably go ahead and explore their site and kind of see what they actually have, and I'll probably be ordering some more from this particular brand specifically. Now, today, we're going to go ahead and get this lavender done. Now, I have planted one lavender kit before, and it didn't do so well. And I think the primary reason is I just didn't know enough. Now, the really, really nice thing that I do love about these kits, instead of just saying, hey, throw some of them in some dirt, get a pot, do all this stuff. It not only provides you with everything, the growing medium, the seeds, but it tells you exactly how to treat everything. How much water you need to get the dirt pellet to grow to the right amount with the right amount of moisture. These tend to drain very well. On top of that, they give you tips and tricks that gardeners usually use. Matter of fact, this particular one, it takes about 14 to 30 days for lavender seeds to germinate. And it says right here on the back, in case you guys, want to see. Now, the beautiful thing about this is it actually, the tip at the very, very bottom, it actually tells you that gardeners actually refrigerate these for about 21 days. Not to sprout them, not to do anything like that, but to get them ready. Some seeds need certain requirements, and lavender seeds seem to actually require a little bit of a cold period along with sunlight itself. Some seeds will not germinate unless they have sunlight on the seed itself and not just the primary leaves that pop out. Well, and so taking a look at this looks like it's just regular common lavender. And interestingly enough, the growing medium is actually sourced from the Netherlands, so that's actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take this apart and see how we do. All right, now we go ahead and got our little pot. We do have our growing medium. I did prepare 5 tablespoons of water for this particular size of medium. So we'll stick that in, and by the time we're done, that should be ready to go. Now, we do have a packet of seeds. Now, I know you guys can't see these particular ones, but these are, let's see if you can see through those. Not so well. But these seem to be tiny, tiny seeds. And according to the instructions, it should be fairly simple. Basically, you just barely cover them up. So you don't just throw them on top, you just barely cover them up. And I mean, I would assume that you just pretty much sprinkle some dirt on it very lightly. But it looks like our growing medium's just about done. So we're going to throw it into this pot. Again, this is a little bit on the bigger side. I would say, if I had to take a guess, I would say, 3 sizes standard, the small cute ones, this one, and they might actually have a large one. But I really, really like these. It has a nice little drain hole. So this is probably the best size that I've seen so far. And our growing medium in the water went ahead, we're all done, we're all poofed up. Little disc into this. So we're going to go ahead and get to planting. So we're going to take our growing medium. I'm going to flip it upside down. The reason why I want to flip it upside down is because the moisture will continue draining downwards. And I think it'll actually hold the moisture for just a little bit longer. Not too much longer, because this medium actually drains quite well. Matter of fact, I've actually caught myself watering some of these that I've done several times a day because they seem to dry out so well. So let's see. They say to fluff these. So generally with these ones, they're like take a fork, fluff them. But I find that they don't need too crazy amount of fluffing. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take just a tiny little pinch of dirt, throw that into my little water cup over here, and get things kind of flattened down a little bit. So here's my little art project. Here's my little dirt. You know, not too fancy. And we're going to take these seeds, and these are tiny, tiny seeds, by the way. These are ridiculously tiny, actually. And I think I've actually played with some smaller seeds than these, but these are pretty darn small. I think I got them all. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so let's see. Tiny, tiny, tiny little seeds. And so basically, I'm just gonna, I don't know how many of these are actually going to germinate. The last one I did, they didn't really germinate very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all these seeds in. I'm gonna wait for them to come up with their secondary or true leaves. Once they do that, I'll go ahead and start pruning them back, especially if a lot of them germinate. So don't know if you can see that little shiny bits. All right, and we're just going to take that little pinch of dirt. We're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of this on here. We're gonna try ever so lightly. Get just a little bit of dirt. I'm trying not to actually pat them down. I'm trying to keep them a little exposed, so they're not completely covered. Because when they do need sunlight, they need to be fairly close up to the surface, as far as I know. Because I mean, it's kind of hard to see sunlight underground. So hopefully, we'll clean this up just a little bit. Hopefully we can see just a little bit of the sparkle still, some of these seeds. Not too crazy in the open, but also slightly covered. And that's it. These need light, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit overnight. Kind of let it dry out, let the medium dry out just a little bit so I can give it good watering in the morning. Other than that, that's it. When we start sprouting, we'll go ahead and we'll get you guys updated. If you do want to follow this journey or any of the product reviews that we do, please click the subscribe button down below. And until then, I'll see you next time.